Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
Watch the twist.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
11 MT, 11 MT. Check it out, watch
Now they try the right side here. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mike is 59, Mike is 59. All right, T, let's check. 11 MT, paint. 11 MT, paint.
And they go play action now, Burrow. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A line line of scrimmage. Once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
11 MT.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
11. 11 Thomas. Check 59. Mike is 15. 11 Mighty. 11. Check. 11 MT. Kate.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Hey, you block over here.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, Get back to what works.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Check. Fresno. 26. Inside.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
11 mighty.
Play action. It's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Packers nothing. Evan McPherson will kick off for Cincinnati.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like it. I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Check 59, Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
On 1, ready?
20, Mike, 20. Go. Go. He's crashing. He's checking crowd.
11, 11, Thomas.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
I can't believe they even let you play.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
2nd and 2.
Right, 80. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Right.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And a Bengal first down.
Here we go.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go. Right, 80.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Kill, kill, kill. Shoot, shoot.
12, 12, 12. Right.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here we go. Right.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow forced out to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Evan McPherson will kick off for Cincinnati.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And as a defender, if you come with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that, but have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
11, Thomas.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Switch.
They toss this out right to Gainwell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long.
Check Mike 39. Check.
Here's Burrow. Able to find Higgins.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Steps away to his left. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or 2 short. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
11 empty. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
6 man.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Here we go.
Mike 5'9".
Hey, tight. Here we go. Ready? Ready, hot. 11.
Mike, check, 59.
Gotta go.
First down. Here's Burrow. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
He's coming. We got double up.
Check that.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Juwan Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Cincinnati.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Looking deep for Adams. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Can.
Screen.
Start.
Watch the screen.
11.
Wide. Get wide. Check. 36.
11 mighty. Start.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 30.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready? What is that? 11 Thomas.
SOS. Check.
11 MT. Stop.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Hey, check Mike 39. 11 mighty. Start.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Dominated, boys.
Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Point after try forthcoming. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yes, sir.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead will swell by one more.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return will stop right around the 25. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Check 31, check 31.
Tight dog.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
59's Mike. Check, 59.
Hey, come on, oh.
Under 10. 10.
Switch.
12.
Switch.
11.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
No pain, no gain.
A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Bengals 56, Packers 7. the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing again on second down. Love. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So a first catch for him in the ball game. And you know the scuttlebutt has been he's not getting enough touches, enough catches, not feeling involved enough in the offense. So maybe that can get him going.
You and I both know that there's not a wide receiver alive that ever feels like in any game he got enough touches, even if he got 15, right? We all know that. But there's also not an offensive coordinator alive, a play caller, that isn't smart enough to get the ball to them and often that will keep his position.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Second and 10.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. Throwing. Love. He hits Adams complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll make it a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Rodgers again now. And it's complete to Adams. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now Burrow on first down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. McPherson on for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half.
Next to score, Bengals 63, Packers 13. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. "13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down.
Mike spot.
Hey, Mike. Go right.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Over here.
Here we go. He's coming.
Hey, take 26.
He's coming. Double up.
Rodgers now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Come. Check four.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Being chased out left. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really... And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. To try again after the sack. Love. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 21.
Back. 12.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Right 80. Right hot.
Crash.
And that's out quickly to Chase.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Right hot. 11.
On second down at 4. Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Burrow on play action. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
11 empty.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Deuce.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
On second and very short, Love looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Looking to throw again on second down. Love looking for Shepard deep.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at the 34.
Ready? Play. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Shift. Check your hot read. Watch the edge. Check.
Hands it off out of the gun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Check 37.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. And, oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Let's get off the field, D.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watch the pass. Mike's fit.
Over.
Here's Rodgers.
All day, defense, all day.
The left side throw complete to Adams. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 47 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Check 59, Mike. Mike Moore. Mike to 59.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Box it.
Mike, check, 59.
Let's set
26.
Let's set a tone.
Mike's 59.
Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Sterling Shepard. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point attempt to follow here. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he fires one incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Let's go, baby.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Gun. Shot. Ready. Legs hot. Hot. 11 Thomas. Check.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Bengals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
11 Mighty.
25, check 25, check 25.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down.
On point, ready?
59, Mike. Check. 59.
12. 11.
Check hot route. Hot.
Check 13, check 13.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the boot.
Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
On the 50s.
Mike 10. Mike 10.
Jim.
Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Check. Fresno.
Yeah, 300.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Rodgers now on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. To throw is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Still 9 remaining on second down.
11 MT, 11 MT.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This pass complete to Higgins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it.
There he goes, left side. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?